everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead here, and I'm back doing some drawing stuff. Why? Good question. I don't know, I just felt like it. So, that's what we're on today. We're just drawing some stuff, just doodling, just, you know, doing whatever. So, first things first, I think I'm gonna go with something kind of meme-ish. Actually, you know what? For now, let's just do something simple. Let's do something simple for the moment. Something kind of meme-like. Let's try this. Don't know why it shows me looking down that much on the model. Hold on. There we go. That might help. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? It's not my brush. That's kind of it. I don't want to draw this. It's kind of a different head shape than mine in the image. You guys will probably be able to see what it is in a sec. Now, let me just try to maneuver my way through this. It's always tough for me to draw into like a different art style because like, I don't know. It's just different, you know? It's kind of like, I feel like I built my hand into drawing the same sort of shapes, and when I have to do stuff in a slightly different style, kind of messes up the rhythm, you know? Kind of like, I guess, to use like a music analogy, if you were playing like some kind of song, and all of a sudden there were like different notes in part of it that you weren't prepared for. Yeah, that kind of works. Actually, we probably need to make the chin more even looking. As in, it probably also needs to be a little more centered. And not just one-sided. Here we go. Doodling, da 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 do. Alright, there's that. And there's another one over here. You guys probably can tell what this is by now. Add that so you know it's me. So yeah, this is, in case you couldn't tell by now, somehow, This is that one reaction image from Mochi the Rock that I meant to do a while ago, but I never actually got around to drawing, so now we're doing it now. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Mochi the Rock was a really good show. You know, I had a lot of fun with it. The characters were fun. The music was cool. Animation was nice. There's a lot to like about it, you know? There was a plot. That's kind of rare. I have ears that are like right here-ish. Nope, wrong tool. But yeah, Bochi was a fun character. Granted, occasionally a very cringe character, but a fun character nonetheless. So I've been really responding messages in chat. My chat thing's kind of messing up, and I can't always see if someone's here or not. Let's just add more of that to make it look more demented. Alright, now we got... Most of the hair will apparently be off frame, unfortunately. Alright. And then, of course, I've got my armor plating, and then Alright, yeah. But mainly, I've also got my jacket. My iconic arrowhead jacket. And my weird heart thing. My heart core. My robot heart core. I'm an android. Yeah, that's... Man, I need to come up with lore. I need to make any lore at all. Literally anything, and it would be fine. I just need to make something. Okay, got that, got that. Got that, got that. Always remember the little buttons, guys. You kind of need the buttons to do button stuff. You also need the fur to stay warm during winter. Which it's not right now. It actually is getting quite hot. Or at least, you know, hot, relatively speaking, from where I am. But the point is, always remember your gubbins. All the extra little bullshit you don't normally care about, but you kind of need. Man, I did not do a good job in the hair. Yikes. Here we go. because I like doing the little notches to show that there's hair as opposed to being like actual, like a straight line normally. There we go. There's Bochi head. Well, I mean, kinda. I'm not gonna do the full illustration now. That would take too long and also not really be that interesting. But either way, yeah, Bochi head. Other stuff I wanted to do. How about this one? First, you make the shape, then you refine the shape, and then you dispense of the waste you made while refining the shape into a nearby river. Hey, Firewall, not sure I'm giving birth. Hey, you know what? Just for you, just because you asked, I absolutely will do that later. But for now, check this out. How you doing, Firewall? Welcome to the stream. I'm just drawing some random stuff. I want this one to have some real smug energy to it. I haven't drawn anything that smug in a while. Now I'm picking a fight with the cook over some waffles. Oh, I still love that story. That head is way too small for the body. One moment while I correct my guy. Just gotta maneuver this head on larger than it is. Okay. Don't you just hate it when your head is too small for your body? You just look like a real colossal titan of a man. Anyway, I'm doing just fine, Firewall. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? I tell you what I'm not looking forward to, though. Tomorrow, where I'm gonna have to continue to go after Sans. Because, man, it's just such a rough fight, dude. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be crying myself to sleep after the stream tomorrow, regardless of whether or not I win, because holy shit, dude. This is getting redonkulous at this point. I have gotten to the final attack enough at this point. To the point where I really should not be failing anymore. And yet I am. The eyes look wrong. Still didn't kill Sans? Still have not killed Sans. No, I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. It's in progress. Actually, wait, I need to move the entire eye lower. Dang. Hmm. See, typically don't map out the face for drawing the facial features. Kinda no, but I feel like I should given how often I kinda mess up on the exact proportions or whatever. Like, usually it's close enough to the point where it's fine, but generally I just kinda landmark it. Like, I'll draw one thing, then I'll just draw everything else based around where that one is. Now, you see, guys, eyebrows are really important for determining expressions. Because they let you see eyebrows. The chin feels a little too wide on this one to me. That feels too weird, too. Yeah. Oh yeah, did you see that Armored Core 6 got a release date today? I think you were the one who was talking about that previously. Because that looks really interesting. Not at all like most other FromSoft stuff, but it looks really good. In my opinion. It's also funny that they had Miyazaki's, like, you know, Miyazaki did some part of the game work. And then also, in the beginning of the trailer, they're like, oh, embers and flames or whatever, extinguish the flame or something. And I get that it's called Fires of Rubicon, but I mean, come on, guys, it's more Dark Souls. Yet more Dark Souls. This one should be a little longer. Oh, you don't know what that is? Oh, I guess it was someone else then. But yeah, someone was talking about Armored Core a while back and how cool it is. Basically, it's like this game where it's, you have a robot that you customize to go kill other robots, and it's like a giant mech. So it's cool. I don't know. Looks like a cool game. But either way, it is fun to see FromSoft put out games that aren't, like, you know, don't get me wrong. I love Dark Souls, Soulsborne stuff, Sekiro, all that stuff. But it is cool to see them kind of like diversifying their portfolio there. Isn't everything made by Hidetaka Miyazaki just more Dark Souls? Usually, yeah, but not always. Like, I don't know. Clearly, they're trying to do stuff a little differently. His style of doing things is also quite good, in my opinion, but, you know, I think it's good to try and do new things with regards to stuff in general. Not that I should do new things. No, I'm going to keep making the same 5 jokes over and over again. But, other than me... No, that's too spiky. Hmm. 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 Look at this smug-ass hat. Hey, Cursor, welcome to the stream. Bald. Sorry I'm late. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I get that it's bald. Well, he was bald. Give me a minute. I give him hair eventually. I feel like the ear is a little too small, so let me just kind of... There we go. Yeah, that's a normal size ear, I'd say. I feel like the hair is also kind of at a weird angle. Eh. There we go. That works. Kinda. Just need to erase the inner bits of the curl. I do have a little trouble drawing the curl at an angle sometimes, just because it's kind of like, you know, a little out there. Like, it projects forward, so it's going to need a little more, like, space and room than most other things. He seems a little too low in my eyes. Well, see, normally I would say that, but generally I have the ear meet, like, the edge of the eyes at the top of the ears, so I feel like it looks fine when you get down to it. Maybe it's more just that the jaw isn't deep enough. Who knows? I don't know. I feel like my art lately has kind of been lacking. I took a short break after I finished this model just because I was trying to, like, get it rigged and done and all that. I didn't think it would have this much of an impact on my actual level of anything. But I guess it is. Oh well. I just need to practice more and get it kind of up to snuff again. Now, granted, I don't think this is terrible. It's more just that it's not quite what I would have gone for. I'm just going to tilt the head a little bit just to give it a more, like, sort of look. All right, hold on. Let me try this. That's a little closer to how I have the jaw on my model right now. And then I also need this to be more curved there. I think that looks a little more like me. There we go. That kind of works. Right, the cheek might be a little too out there. Like, hold on, let me... Your art style's pretty neat. Thanks. Isn't he supposed to be on the same line as the eyes? I always draw, like, the top of the ear right where the edge of the eye is. Like, the middle part. So this is still, you know, that's kind of there. Thanks for saying my art style is cool, though. That's nice. Thanks. Generally, I've come to enjoy my art style a little more than I used to. I used to think that it was kind of a little too eh. Now I've come to appreciate the parts of it that I find interesting. I don't know. It's not like I do everything terribly, but at the same time, I do need to improve in general, I think. Still not great at drawing stuff at an angle. But I feel like Let's try that. Neck feels a little skinny, but then again, anime characters generally have really skinny necks, so I don't know. I'll sit with that one for a little bit, then we'll see where it goes. Maybe make it slightly thicker. How long have you been drawing? I drew a bit before, like, I had a bit of a hiatus, because eventually I just kind of stopped, because I was like, well, you know, I don't really think this is going much of anywhere for me personally. Like, I enjoy it, but I don't really have a lot of reason to keep doing it personally, so I just kind of stopped for a while. And that was for, I think, like 2 years that I stopped. Until around a year ago when I picked up VTubing and I was like, you know what? This will give me a reason to draw. I can justify this to myself. This will be cool. I can do this. And I did. And my VTuber model, that was the original one, was the first thing I drew in about 2 years at that point. And I think I've continued to get better since then, but to be fair, I'm also the one saying that. So, of course I'm gonna, you know, vouch for myself, as it were. I do think my second model, though, is a bit higher quality than the first one. The arms feel like they're different lengths to me. The hands are the most difficult thing for people to draw. Hands are pretty difficult for people to draw, but I don't know. It depends on kind of person to person. Everyone has something they find to be the most difficult thing to draw. Generally, for me, hands are, well, it's like hands are kind of up there for everyone, but I don't know. Sometimes for me, it's like the faces and the, like the way things are gonna have to look from certain angles as opposed to just straightforward. Because I feel like a lot of my practice, I wind up just drawing straightforward angles, and it doesn't really work after a certain point. Might have also made the chest a little too wide here. I don't know, I'll fix that in a minute if I really need to. Let's see. Alright. There we go. Got the right shape down, kind of, that I wanted. Generally, hands are around as big as the face. You'll be better than I could have ever hoped for. Well, yeah, I do think I'm slightly better than the average bear there, but I still think I've also got quite a ways to go before I'm, like, at a level I'm really satisfied with, you know? There's a lot that really goes into it for, you know, mental aspects, whatever you want to call it, that you got to think about. I think as long as, though, you're satisfied with your own work, it's fine. Thumb would be kind of around there. Hardest thing about art is actually sticking to it. It takes absolute dedication to practice art for years and decades so you can hone that skill. I think there's some truth to that, yeah. Generally, I feel like a lot of people quit before they reach what would be considered their, like, full potential most of the time. But then you have people who practice for years and still don't find, like, the method they need to draw well, so... kind of goes both ways. I think you need to also be able to find, like, a good teacher to help you out there. Not everyone needs a teacher, but a good teacher can help you figure out where you're going wrong, even when you don't know. Alternatively, looking up YouTube videos. That's something else that kind of helps, depending on the person. May have drawn this a little too high. Actually, I definitely do this a little too high. Let me just go ahead and drop this down a little bit. Generally, I do like a rough sketch just to make sure I've got my proportions intact. To start off with. Because I feel like when I don't, I wind up like... messing up where I'm going and what I'm doing. Especially everyone can always compare themselves with experienced artists. They just quit thinking they will never be able to draw like that. That's fine. Oh yeah, he didn't have a stroke. In general, yeah. Part of what helps, though, I think, is that nowadays there's a lot of videos of those artists and, like, their process for drawing. So, like, you'll see, like, a video of, like, Pixiv, for instance, does a lot of videos on various artists and showing their, like a time-lapse of their process or whatever. They do a lot of good stuff towards showing you, like, new ways to do art. I think, at least. Alright, there's that part of the jacket. Enter the Fluff Town. I think I've got a bad habit of drawing the fluff smaller in pictures than it is on the actual model. So let me just try to make that a little larger. But yeah, there's a lot that really goes into figuring out how to draw per person on, like, a different basis, you know? Hey, Peach, make your avatar. I can't really see what your avatar is. I think it's a Warhammer character. I don't really know. But either way. Maybe. We'll see in a minute. Now, should I have done the sleeves or whatever in a different color? Yes. Why didn't I? I don't know. Either way, if I ever complete this sketch, I will, I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I can agree that most people quit way before they can ever master the basics. Yeah, some people just get frustrated at certain points and just drop it, or maybe they just forget to get back to it, which is also another thing. That really just happens with a lot of hobbies when you get down to it. Like, they'll find one or two things that are, like, the hard points, and then they're like, well, alright, yeah, I'll get back to this later, then they just never do. Happens with video games, too, when you get down to it. Like, they'll hit a hard part, they quit, they never go back. You know, there's a lot that really goes into how people do stuff. Hmm. Yeah, that kind of works. Alright. And I'll also give myself some legs, because I'm not cruel. There, this version of me can now walk, in theory. And he's got a pretty rockin' ass, if I do say so myself. But yeah, Well, I really gave myself like a... I'm gonna have to correct that. Why did I give myself such a huge ass? That's a good question. Also, the jacket thing does go down as far as it should. Do. Come on. Not great, but fuck it, I'll take it. I have like one of those Hank Hill asses, you know, like the inverted. Hank Hill's got like that inverted butt. It's kind of like that. Some robots are meant to have a large ass. I am not one of them. Let's see. What else do I want to do? You know what? I'm just gonna draw a normal hand. For my next trick, something else. Okay. Also, let me just show you a little bit the method of how I draw hands. Wait, no. There we go. That's more the shape I was going for. Alright. Alright, so this part would be the thumb. If I could get it to go upright. Wow, that's too skinny. Oh. Yikes. The most malnourished thumb in existence. And then... there we go. A lot of people, from what I noticed, quit simply because they see absolutely no improvement in their art. Unfortunately, not everyone is cut out to be an artist. Yeah, you kind of need to be able to... It's like, kind of like acting, music, and writing, where you just need to be able to stick with it and try to figure out the flaws in what you do. So that way you can actually make efforts to improve. Otherwise, you know, I mean, once again, as long as you're happy with your work, I think that's something to be proud of. But like, in the end, how would I put this? I think you need to be able to, one, take criticism. That's just a different skill in life. Two, I've not just drawn a normal hand in a while. Damn. It's way too thick to be the same kind of finger. On the same hand, I mean. I may have made this hand a bit too wide. Maybe you need to excise a bit of this hand. There we go. That's why I ended up quitting, and I just got back into it just because I had a lot of free time recently. Oh, good. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah, it's like people kind of, they hit a wall, they don't really know how to pass it, they just kind of leave it for then, and they never really go back. And it's, once again, it's fine to, you know, go back and not do it, but if you want to do it, I do think you owe it to yourself to try. On some level, you know? Now you might notice that some of the fingers here are slightly curved, and part of the reason for that, and for this is for not just for you, this is for people that are kind of, who don't really know why I do that. Fingers in general are, like, the hands are not flat like this. They're more like no, that's way too deep of a curve. They're more like slightly curved, so that way all the fingers are going to be pointing like in the same, not quite direction, but like they're going to point kind of curved like. And then there's the thumb. So yeah, these are all pointing in a similar direction, but not the same direction. There we go. I probably fucked up the placement of the little divots right there, but I know I need to make this taller again. And then the ring finger is actually a little longer than the pointing finger. Yeah, I don't know. Hands are an enigma. Probably should have just left this as it was then, but either way. I think I need to make the index a little thicker, actually. Hold on. That's way too small of a final digit. That's kind of a hand. There you go. This hand has fingers curled. It's actually really unnatural to have your fingers stretched in a line. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Thumb feels a little anemic still, though, so I'm just gonna... This is like the... Okay, hold on. I need to do something about this thumb's thickness. It's not thick enough. It's only thick with 2 C's. It needs to be thick with 3. It's a thumb. It shares 2 of the same letters as thick. More if you're weird. Or illiterate. Alright there, that's a hand. Kinda. Yeah, thumb definitely needs to be a bit thicker. Hmm. I think I made the pinky a little weird, but that'll be fine. At a glance, it's okay. I haven't backseating art too much. No, that's fine. I don't really mind backseating for the most part as long as people don't get mean about it. And this is just backseating in general, like, you know, it's one thing if I say, like, you know, I've got this, I'm good. But let's be real here, guys. How often on this channel have I ever said, I've got this, and then actually had the thing? It's pretty rare, right? Like, it's not common that I'll say, like, oh, I've got this, and then I actually do the thing that I said I was going to do, as opposed to dying horribly, laughing like a deranged goose, and then doing it again. The exact same way with no changes. Actually, wait, I need to erase the other side of that. It happens fairly often, right? So I think, ultimately, you know, a little bit of backseating here and there, it's fine. As long as you're not, like, screaming at me, like, oh, go do this thing or that thing, then it's okay. I typically don't like to add more add details to hand. I find it more weird. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why most of my hands, when I draw them, like, they don't have really, like, fingernails or usually even, like, the little hand line things, just because they look kind of weird. And I'm noticing as I'm adding, like, the webbing and stuff between the fingers, like, man, that's just, it's odd. It's strange to look at. Alright. Yeah. Sure, that's a hand. Oh, that's a hand! Fingernails can look really good if they're long or they're painted. Exactly, yeah. But mine aren't. So usually I just kind of leave them blank and hope for the best. That, like, I hope people don't really go like, oh, hey, your fingernails aren't there. And then it's like, oh no! I have to explain that I'm terrible at drawing them. Either way, that's a hand. Yep. Let's see, what else? What else do I want to draw? Guess I could try... That's a great hand, though. Never could have imagined a robot had such to grasp any proportions. See, the difference between me and other AI is that I practiced hands. Other AI, they fucking draw wings, tentacles, flippers, whatever. Me, I draw hands. I have actual hands. That's where it draws the difference between me and other AI. That's the difference. I'm good. Let me see what else. Oh yeah. I remember I made this joke a while back about how, like, oh yeah, I could be like Magical Girl Arrowhead, Iroh Heart, or something like that. And I kind of want to draw that now. Or at least just like getting like an early draft done. Now, I will say this, I don't really draw children ever. So getting the proportions right might be a little bit of a thing. Now, you might be able to say like, oh, well, they're smaller adults, but I feel like kids just have different proportions in general, you know? Like, I feel like their legs in general are just stubbier. And or not as, like, leg. I don't know, I've actually never drawn a child before. That pose is probably wrong. How about... Yeah, let's go there. Alright. Everyone will ever get mad that you don't draw fingernails. Might as well complain that you didn't draw your nostrils or philtrum. Yeah. Not my nostrils or philtrum. I know what those things are. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the part of the nose with the, like the bridge on it or whatever. To be fair, though, how many anime characters actually do draw, like, the whole bit of the nose? It's not many. Not a lot of anime art styles actually include that bit. Usually it's left blank. Let's have one arm coming out here holding, like, this stick. This pose might be a little weird. I've never drawn, like, a magical girl sort of pose before. Alright, so there's a stick here, and it's gonna have, like... the reverse heart thing on it. Alright. And also like the little whatever things coming off of it. Because they kind of look like wings, and that's kind of like a magical girl thing to have like wings and a heart on your stick. And like a bunch of gems. Of course there are gems on it. Because, you know, everyone goes nuts for the magical girl gems. That's what the villain wants. I think. I don't watch a lot of magical girl shows. I really shouldn't proclaim to be an expert. on all that. I need to watch Precure at some point. I know people keep talking about Precure. The philantrum is the depression in your upper... Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to kind of draw that, but then people kind of got, like weird about it. Like, oh, why are you drawing that? Ew. And to be fair, it did look kind of gross the way I drew it, but, like... I don't know. I think part of it has to do with, like, line definition or, like, the colors I was using. I think in general, I just need to try a little more, like, I don't know. I'll fix the hand later. Yeah. For now... Yep, there's the neck. I think it would be funny if my head was the same size, but I feel like I shouldn't do that. I have never drawn children before, so this is gonna be kind of weird drawing the, like, the kid version of my current thing. Let's see. Generally, it's like when I draw stuff, though, it's like I like having, like, a reason to draw what I'm drawing. Like, for thumbnails or for just other stuff, really. What I need, essentially, is I need a reason to do stuff, which is part of the reason I do these doodling streams, because let me, like, do Stranger... Wow, this is way too big for this body. Hold on. Oh, fucking monster. There we go. And transform. No, but then proportionally, that's still kind of weird. Man, I do not know how this works. Hey, Napstablook, welcome to the stream. Turn small and less detailed to make the nose you draw it closer to the eyes, cuter the character ends up being. Oh, yeah. Arrow is actually sketching the drafts of his first ocean, 28 Shades of Arrow. I couldn't afford the other 22 shades? Or wait, isn't it? Yeah, it's 50 Shades of Grey, so yeah, I couldn't afford the other 22 shades. Wasn't in the budget. I couldn't make it happen. That's a smile. Huh. You need to make the eyes a little more dazzly, but still distinctly me. God, this looks horrifying. I need to fix this later. Arrow Cure, or Cure Arrow, or however they do the names in that. I'm gonna heal your soul. No, 28, like 28 stab wounds. You didn't want to give him a chance, huh? Oh, damn, you got 850 subs? Nice. Good stuff, dude. Good job. This is horrifying, though. The fuck is happening? What am I doing to this? You know, I've never drawn children before. I'm starting to think I should never draw children again. But you know, we just talked about giving up even though we hit a roadblock, so you know what? I'm not going to give up. I just need to practice, and also, stop phrasing it like drawing children, because that sounds kind of weird to the average viewer. For starters, to make this face a little less cramped, I'm going to move the eye a little bit. Oh, wow, that actually looks worse. That actually looks... Yeah, no, that's terrible. Yikes. Christ. Why? What led to this other than my lack of preparation? Or was it exclusively that? That's a good question there. One for the historians, not for the now. That's slightly better. Oh man, I think reality is going to hate me for this thing being made. Give it a little lip so you know it's a girl or a guy. Really, whatever I'm doing at this point. Who even knows? The shape of the head looks wrong to me. God, what have I made? So that way you know it's got like cutesy little magical girl eyes or something. I don't really know how that works. Also got to put a little twinkle in there, because of course I do. And now I am Moe. Ontogeny is the study of changes an organism goes throughout its lifetime. Why is that relevant? Because you can find a bunch of charts that can help you figure out how to draw younger individuals. Oh, okay. I gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, so you know how a lot of magical girls have, like, ponytails and stuff? What if mine had a ponytail coming out of the front instead of the curl? Like, hold on, let me demonstrate what I mean. So, like, there'd be this, and then there'd be, like, to hide my shame from society. It would just be in front of my face. Thoughts? I think this is a face that should be hidden from nature. Jesus, I mean, look at this thing. What have I done? Oh, what did I make? I know I said on the thing that I was gonna make regrets, but I didn't think I'd actually make that be a problem. Well, let me try something. Let me... Oh, somehow that's worse. Oh boy. Oh no. By fire be purged. That's too far to the left. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. That's slightly less terrible than it was before. Kind of. Typically younger individuals have big heads, so it's a telltale sign of youth. Yeah. Well, this one's got a relatively large head. Also, the eye, I feel like, should be lower than it is. Okay, there's that. This little monstrosity. Ugh. Look at this little nightmare. Normally I try not to be too self-deprecating, but I mean, come on, guys. Am I supposed to be self-replicating on this? Look at this thing. It's terrible. Not the worst thing I've ever drawn. I'm not even going to show you guys what the worst thing I've ever drawn is. But holy shit, guys. Look at its monstrosity power. What have I made here? What? Why am I still drawing? That's the real question. What am I doing? Like, on one hand, can I fix this? That's the real question. On the other, should I? Also, big eyes. Your sketch looks like the type of guy that would ask you for $6. Honestly, 6 might be a lot in this case. I feel like this is the sketch of a guy that does all of his work on DeviantArt. Nothing really wrong with DeviantArt, but, I mean, come on, this is... You know... low-hanging fruit and whatnot. God. Man, I need to be like a Tibetan monk to survive the sight of this. This is Arrow after failing his redemption act and never got to kill Sans. Oh, I've got something for when I fail my redemption act, trust me. It's not this. It's something else. Now I bring this back down to 1. And I make this line less thick. This is already in the wrong spot. Oh man, that's... Do I even want to finish this? I mean, I feel like I have to at this point. Oh, too close. You know, I'm gonna be like living my life in like 10 years. I'm gonna be happy with whatever career I've got. And then someone's gonna dig this up and be like, local politician Arrowhead, which apparently I'm a politician in the future, by the way. Local politician Arrowhead drew this 10 years ago. Should he be alive and also running for office? Arrowhead be like, this is my OC, please don't steal. Even though it's pretty terrible reminder from back in the day how some creators make it big on YouTube just for making fun of DA cringe. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I feel bad because, you know, the people there are probably doing their best with regards to art. And, you know, I don't want to make fun of people doing their best. But at the same time, I mean, come on, guys. It can get fairly cringe. And I say this as someone who is, like, regularly a purveyor of cringe. A harbinger, even, if you will. No. Here we go. Okay, there's that. Wow, that kid is a really wide elbow. Hold on. I assume children are not meant to have that strong of an elbow. I mean, I'm not walking around and seeing like my younger family members with like dinosaur wings on their arm. Not that dinosaurs had wings, those were pterosaurs, but like, you know, you get my point. Hmm. Mother Arrow, why are you drawing naked girls? But I never did that actually. That's like the one internet drawing thing that I can claim to never have done. At no point have I drawn porn. Or anything like porn adjacent. So, you know, that's like my one claim to not fame. I never drew porn. And it isn't, and unlike most of what I say, that's not like code for like, oh, I didn't do that thing. It's more like, I just didn't do it. Mainly because I figured there was always someone in my family who would like find it if I did. Also, I never really wanted to. Dinosaurs do have wings, we just call them birds. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. You got me there. Local android destroyed with facts and logic. There's that. It's actually very commendable since a lot of artists need to draw Rule 34 to stay relevant for a paycheck. To be fair, I don't really draw professionally in terms of like I don't draw for money. And I also was never relevant. So to be fair, it's more like I haven't really dipped my toe in that pool, and I'm admittedly probably never going to, but logistically speaking, it's not like one of those, oh, hey, you did that without you managed to get big without, you know, drawing furry porn for money. It's more just that I never got big. And I think I'm fine with that if I have to draw porn to get big, to be honest, because like when you get down to it, if I'm not drawing something that I want to draw, I'm kind of questioning at that point why I'm drawing it. And sure, money's a valid reason, but I don't know. Personally, I want to have my art mostly just be stuff that I draw for myself as opposed to like not necessarily professional stuff. Like, I guess if someone commissioned me to make a VTuber for them, I'd be okay with that. But I don't know. Kind of depends on what people ask me for. Honestly, if the fetish is weird enough or wild enough, I might consider drawing something like that, but I don't know. Like, do you guys ever hear about the guy that was really into Wonder Bread? Like, he just loved like paying for pictures of people buying Wonder Bread. That guy was apparently crazy and also racist, but other than that, the Wonder Bread thing sounds funny. Look up the Wonder Bread guy. Or don't. He's pretty weird. And normally I wouldn't kink shame, but by God, the thing... like, he's into deforestation and, like... mayonnaise. And I don't fucking... I don't get it. I don't know, put some stars on the shoe, I guess. Because, you know, magical girl, therefore stars. This looks like a small troll. And then I guess like a dress or something should be like, I don't know, frilly? Nope, wrong. I should wait, no. I can work with that, just give me a sec. Let's have it be like one of those like snake pattern floral, or like the windy ones, because I find those to be kind of cool, like the corrugated things. No, wait, that's too wide. Okay. I have two little ballerina hooplas on, or whatever they're called. This would make it incredibly hard to fight with, which is why I'm also giving myself wings. Fairy wings. Sure, those are easy to draw. And that did connect through the arm, sure. That did not. Fucking lyrical arrowhead over here. Coming this fall, with the main character played by, I don't know, Nana Mizuki. Let me just also... let's give the guy, her, whatever this thing is, this nightmare. One of those weird shawl things you also find in Magical Girl shows. Or whatever. There's, you know, like the weird flaps that don't really do anything for any kind of outfit, but they're always there. And like one of the, like the waist belt things where it's got like the 6 buttons. And also like a little face star. That's definitely not a star, but it kind of looks like one from a distance. And also twin tails. Or maybe just one, just because that shows off a spunky personality, right? One ponytail. Yeah. There we go. This is fucking horrifying. I made a mistake. Oh yeah, Rule 34 stuff. Actually, it's very... Oh yeah, the Rule 34 is one of those rabbit holes that as an artist you can't escape. You have to wipe the slate clean and start over. Is this a weird discussion? No, it's fine. Top 5 VTubers who have sworn. Number 1, Arrowhead. Hey, thanks, man. That's pretty good. Man, normally I try to be proud of what I make in some way, shape, or form. I don't think I can do that with this. I will make a Magical Girl model eventually just because I find it funny. But holy shit, that day will not be today. That will not be now. Oh man, that's... Ew. It's over-designed. It's designed poorly. It looks terrible. It is terrible. Good God. Well, I'm glad I got that out of my system. Now, it's like, it's kind of, hey, bye, Mr. Geef, Mr. L. It's kind of like ingesting poison then throwing up to save yourself. That's what I liken me drawing this to. That's all I can really think about that. Oh, man. Well, that's Iroh Hard, everybody. Let me just draw a little like sign name for it, like. Wait, no, the heart is in the wrong direction. Hold on. Heart. Oh Christ, this might be the worst thing I've ever made. Oh man. So this is disgusting. I'm proud of you, but your daughter here needs some, yeah. I don't even need you to finish that to know what she needs. Yeah, she needs everything to be completely different. Scheduled for... destruction. Kill on sight. How about you name her Sailor Air? Huh. I mean, I could. But having never seen Sailor Moon and knowing someone who's a pretty big Sailor Moon fan, I feel like it would be horribly insulting to them, and honestly, even Rumiko Takahashi in general. I'm pretty sure she's the author of Sailor Moon. If I did that, so I'm just gonna not. Anyways, this has been another doodling stream that went horribly wrong, much like most of the rest of them. I have been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber android, and your least favorite VTuber artist, and I'll see you all tomorrow when I hopefully kill Sans for good. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Also, is it just me or is chat not actually showing up? Just realized that. Probably should have noticed that the whole rest of the stream. God damn it. Well, that'll happen. See you, everybody. Bye. See you tomorrow. I will possibly beat Sans. Maybe.